Hey everyone, this is Paul from Xfinity Solution. Today we have our special guest with us, JR Hernandez, the owner of True Sports brand. JR, I would like to welcome you to this interview, and I'm really thankful for your time. So if you can just tell something about yourself to my viewers, please.
Sure. First of all, thanks for having me. My name is JR Hernandez. I'm the owner, founder of True Sports Brands. We're an actual digital marketing agency, also white label agency, do everything across the board, CRO, SEO, SEM, social, whatever the case may be. In essence, your agencies are my client, and been working pretty hard over the last few months considering circumstances and things are going well.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of learning from you how you're actually going through this sort of a doldrum situation. Now let me first tell you something about myself. My name is Paul Davies. I've been working with Xfinity as a program manager for about 3 years now, but I've got about 10 years of experience in different working with the different brands and different other sectors. A little bit about Xfinity Solution. Xfinity Solution is a IT and ITS service provider company, and we are also working in a virtual assistant space. We do provide virtual assistant to different companies like yours, like other companies. We don't work with any particular verticals. We can work with any verticals because virtual assistant is something which is needed for all the verticals. It is not something particular. So now a little bit about the survey. Now let me tell you the objective of the survey. So now we have been interviewing business owners and executives to understand how through their leadership skills they are combating this situation, and what are the strategies they should implement, or what are the strategies government should implement, or the business houses should implement to come out of this economic downturn. So we've got a stupendous response from several brands and corporates, and I'm looking forward to understand what's your view on this. So if you're ready, I can start asking you the question.
Go ahead.
That's great, man. So, my first question would be to you. Obviously, have you ever faced any such times as this before?
No, obviously this is unprecedented. Economies and countries being completely shut down. It's been very, very interesting. It's been very, very busy for me, but it's been very interesting. There's a lot of opportunity that can be capitalized on, and there's a lot of people need help out there. So,
all right. That's great to know that you are finding it. That you can see opportunity in this situation. That's really positive, I must say. So yeah, we have never faced any such time as this before, and probably who are even older than us, even though who are in their 70s, 60s, they have also not seen any such time as this before. So this is a new situation for us, and we're learning a lot from this, obviously. So my question would be to you. Probably you've already answered a little bit of it, but then my question would be to you. Next question would be to you: is your business seriously affected by this? Affected means obviously positive or negative. And what's your take on that?
extremely positive, actually.
Right.
Had month-over-month growth of over 400%. A lot of new clients and people going from brick and mortar to e-commerce. So there's been a lot of work going on over the last 6 months at this point. It's been good, challenging, but as I said before, here to help and make sure businesses can get started on the right foot.
That's great to know. That's great to know that you've grown 400%. That's really amazing to know. And during this time, you're being really busy. that's really nice. Being busy is always good. So my next question to you would be, which is a very sort of a common question to everyone. So there's always challenge, right? So whenever you're getting into a business, or whenever you're getting into corporates, or any other sector, you face challenges. But we have come out with some new challenges during this time. So, and do you see the challenges in future, and how are you prepared for that? And what are the challenges you can see in future?
Challenges in the future, especially when it comes to small up-and-coming businesses that are trying to establish themselves in the space. It's a matter of reputation and actually helping your consumer, helping your customer. Being able to relay that message in such a crowded space, especially on the digital space right now, can be tough. So the key is to set yourself apart and put service first, serving your customer, serving the people first. Um, Especially if you're working in the e-commerce space. I do a lot of work in the e-commerce space. I tell my clients that you got to help first and sell later, not to look at people as a dollar amount, not to look at people as a metric. You're trying to sell them a product at the end of the day. We're all trying to make money. It's understandable. You got to make money. You got to
Absolutely.
feed families. You got to run a business. But when it comes down to your actual consumer, the people you're trying to help or sell the product to, it's what it comes down to. Helping them first and then selling them later. So making sure that you're straightforward and you have your ducks in a row in regards to going in the right direction and making sure everything's in place to do the right thing. That's realistically what will make a difference at the end of the day.
All right, all right. That's a lot of insightful discussion, right? That's really important. So my next question would be to you, which is quite obvious, and you also would be agreeing, and you're also kind of working in that space. Is industries connected to IT domain operation directly or indirectly have managed to sustain this pandemic? Do you agree on this?
Yes, I think they have. I've worked with a number of different IT companies and organizations, and they put a lot of hard work into it. And a lot of these spaces, surprisingly, had built out a lot of infrastructure just in general to make sure that things function, considering how the internet is always changing.
Yeah.
So this is just another evolution of that. So of course, I'm sure there were some challenges along the way, but so far, I've seen some really great jobs done in actually
Right.
making sure the infrastructure is pretty sound.
Of course, good. Yeah. So yeah, exactly, because during this time we have understood the importance of IT and like kind of virtual platform which they are providing, and they're working really hard to finding out a solution, like alternative way of living actually. So IT is the only thing which we can consider think or anyway. So my next question would be, it's more on a macro level question, or I need to understand as a citizen of the United States or as a business owner of United States. So how do you see the economy in near future of United States?
Honestly, not exactly sure, but I have a personal motto. I call myself my own economy.
Yeah.
So it's in the hands of the actual people. I understand here in the U.S. we have an election coming up. There's a
Yeah.
lot of tensions and so on and so forth, regardless of people's beliefs or whatnot. It comes down to specifically what it is you want to do to make sure you can sustain yourself and be your own economy. That's been a
That's
motto
important.
of mine for years. Instead of putting in somebody else's hands, and yes, there's policies, rules, taxes, so on. That's always going to change. Every year, every 4 years, that's going to change. There's nothing we can do about that.
Absolutely.
Let's vote, obviously. But realistically, you have to put yourself in a position that you are your own economy. Try to be as self-sufficient as possible, especially if you are a business owner. Me, myself, I know, for example, we've been growing year over year, and then obviously COVID hit, and based off of that, I've grown 400% based off of an actual need that I'm here to provide solutions for. So it just comes down to focusing, setting actionable goals, and just going after it, making sure that you're at the end of the day, you're not reliant on somebody or something else. Yes, there's going to be things that might set you back. Things can happen. That's just the way it is. But you always just got to find a way.
All right, all right. So you have to take care of yourself first, and then you have to take care of your business
Yeah.
first, so that we can grow together. So if everyone is growing individually, then the whole country would grow and whole economy would grow. That's what you're saying. And obviously, if
Yeah.
you're doing well, then you can create a lot of jobs, and that would definitely going to help economy.
Exactly.
That's really a educative one. So my next question would be to you to understand, like, or rather, I would ask you to tell my viewers how your company during this testing time, as you said, you have grown 400%. You're helping your clients, and and what has actually made you grow during this testing time when the business owners or business houses are cutting their cost on marketing, cutting their cost on a lot of things. But at the end, at the same time, on the flip side, you have grown 400%. So what has made you grow 400%, and how, on or rather which areas you can help my viewers with your services? and what is your USP? What is your USP?
So I've grown 400% based off of an actual need. Since so many companies got shut down, especially in the brick and mortar sense, a lot of my clients shifted from brick and mortar to e-commerce, or hybrid of brick and mortar and e-commerce to just strictly e-commerce, because of course having a physical location, there's a lot of overhead with that. Aside from that, other businesses just trying to get the word out to try and make some money. And what I've done to help them is just put processes in place and systems in place to ensure we get them in front of the people they're trying to reach, across different mediums, whether it's digital, social, whatever the case may be. It's worked well. It's been a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to doing the right thing and helping people. I've come across a number of clients where it was kind of a do or die scenario. It's like, we have to find a way to make money or we're just going to be out of business. And unfortunately, there's a lot of companies out there that have gone out of business. So my growth per se has been based off of helping these companies that need to have something happen now, have something happen fast. And then I also have agencies that are my clients. I do white label work for them, even for big box companies that obviously they've had to lay off thousands and thousands of people, and they need to recoup some revenue and plan for the future as well. So that's realistically what my focus has been on, and that's what has driven the extreme amount of growth over the last 6 months. We're already growing as it was, but it pretty much just put things in overdrive. So.
All right. So you probably, my viewers must have understood what exactly your area of expertise, and they would definitely going to reach out to you. I'll share your contact details with this video. So viewers, if you need any of the services which GR is providing, so GR would be happy to help you, and I'd be also happy to give support in this regard. So my next question, or rather, it's more like a statement. And I just need to understand your view on this, because during this time, I feel this is something which needs to be discussed. And a study, we have done a study, like we have done some research, and we have come to know, or we have understood that keeping a remote executive assistant or a virtual assistant during this testing time can save your time and money, and can help you grow your business faster than ever. Like it is like hiring a team at a price of a fractional employee. So for example, you must be knowing what virtual assistants do. Like for example, if you are chasing your dream, or for example, if you're taking care of your business, the main business, like frontline business, where you're dealing with the clients, you're getting business, you're closing deals. At the back end, you need somebody who can take care of your daily sort of a war, like back end sort of a war. And you wake up in the morning and everything is done for on your behalf. Like you don't have to worry about your back end thing. So they are there. So, and they are very kind of, they are remote, they're located remotely, but they are assisting you. So what's your take on this?
I think it's a very valuable resource. It's a case-by-case basis, but realistically, when you're scaling a business and you have a lot of things to do, it's nice to know that you have somebody there that's already taking care of the menial tasks, or per se scheduling things and answering emails back that aren't high priority, that don't necessarily need your attention right now.
Yeah.
The most important thing is there's only 24 hours in a day. So if you can manage your 24 hours in a day and be as effective as you can be, then it gives you more time to actually focus on the things that are important, high value.
Yes. So that's really important. Like, so as I was telling you, that we do provide virtual assistant services to different clients, as I've already discussed at the beginning of the interviews. So if you need any of the services, you can always reach out to me. We do provide a lot of services. I'm going to share the services with you, the list of services with you, and I just want to request you, if you can provide, or if you can do some sort of a discount to your services, whoever would comment something on this video, that would be really great. So kind of if someone is really interested to get your services, so they can always I as my viewers already know, that if they comment, they can get some sort of a discount from your services. Maybe 5%, maybe 10%. That's not a problem. But then you can always tell my clients, if you can just help them with some sort of a discount or some sort of an offer. If not discount, any offer do you have for my viewers? That would be really great.
Well, actually, I don't do offers.
No problem,
I
viewers.
treat my clients on a case by case basis. It's based
Mm.
off of their actual needs. I don't
Of course.
necessarily have set structured prices.
Mm.
I deal in very, very catered experiences.
Okay.
So every client's different. There's no cookie cutter plan to make sure that something functions a certain way. Everybody's different. So based off of that, I work more off of, say, if you need something and a client needs my help and it's something that they 100% need, I have no problem giving them a break on price and so on and so forth. It's case by case basis though. So.
Of course, so that's really important. So viewers, if you are really interested to get some sort of discount or some sort of a offer, he might not help you in that, but then he can give you a best price that he can promise you. But it was really nice talking to you, Jesus. I would like to thank you for your time. This was really insightful and educative, and your views will definitely going to add a lot of values to our survey. So we are going to continue this survey for about another couple of weeks or a month or so. Once it is done, I'm going to share the report with you, so you can also understand what other people of your category is thinking about this situation, whatever we have discussed, right? So that's it, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a good one.